Hi guys, welcome to the Pearls of Color podcast. I'm Sarah. This is Stacy. You can find her as Staciero on Ravelry, and Sarah Sarloz. It's Sarloz. And I'll have links to both of our Ravelry accounts you guys can check out. This is episode 13. Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching.
So
tell them about your week.
I had a good week. I'm job searching right now, and I made this to help Sarah to
We can
find
go
it
into
off.
more details about that after too. You'll have to take it off and show them.
No, it's
Yeah.
cold. And I did this.
It's not super cold. It's a little chilly out right now.
In 3 days. I made a little cowl. It's nice.
It's just plain stockinette, but it looks great.
I'm excited. My first real nice project. This was my first actual thing, and I don't want to take it off because it's cold out, but I'll take it off later. So
Yeah, so she's been busy. She actually showed me up this week. I don't have much finished. She finished a lot. A lot more than I
you
did.
finished
definitely.
something big.
Yeah, but I literally only had like 5 rows to knit, and it took me like all week to finish. But I have been working on something else that I started this week, so it's not
something.
all a complete loss.
It's something.
Yeah, so I feel like it's been a long week, but like a short week at all the same. We finally got warm weather here. So
and now it's getting cold again.
yeah,
though.
it's getting cold right now. The sun
She's
is
wearing
kind
a
of setting.
vest.
I do. I have
and
my
it's springtime.
my winter vest and a little sweatshirt on. Just it's not so bad when the sun is out, but right now the sun is hiding behind some trees, and
Yeah.
it's a little windy today. But the weather's been really nice. It's been in the 70s, some days in the 80s, which is shocking because we just left the 50s. So it went from like 50 to 80 within a day.
Pretty suddenly.
And I had no short sleeve shirts out yet, so I had to go and
Change
get
your
some of
wardrobe
those.
out.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. But I'm still not ready yet to let go of some of my winter stuff, just in case. It's
I
been
kept a sweater out.
yeah,
just
it's
in
been a bit of a
case.
long winter here. So I was like super excited going back to work that the weather was nice, because then I can enjoy a nice recess outside when the kids go outside. Only to be told that my student wasn't allowed to go out this week for recess.
The nicest week that we've had so far.
Yeah. He has he had a rough weekend, and the doctors don't want him like getting really sweaty. So yeah, I was told not to take him outside. I did take him outside for half the week, but we just sat like in the shade on a picnic table, and he used a whiteboard and drew while I just sat there. So today I actually had some knitting, so I did work on some stuff, but I didn't get too much done.
It's something.
Yeah, it's been a good ice cream week though. I've had froyo quite a bit
I
this
had
week.
frozen yogurt in my fridge, so yeah, some nights I was like, alright, I've eaten healthy enough, I can have ice cream. So.
There's a new froyo place right next door to my work.
It's dangerous.
It's called Yogurt Beach. I don't know. I think it's a chain, but I've never seen any around here, so I don't know where you find them. So if you guys know a Yogurt Beach and haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. It's one of the best frozen yogurt places I've been to. They have tons and tons and tons of toppings. I mean, you won't walk in and feel like you missed out and you can't find something, because they have everything, which is great. But it's literally
Dangerous.
it's literally like next door. So like, here's the school I work at, here's a boys and girls club, and then there's the froyo. I mean, it's great for
every
them.
day she goes and gets a frozen yogurt. Basically, is
Yeah,
what she's
that's
saying.
what my lunch is. So like,
It's healthy, kind of. When you put chocolate and everything else on it, no, it's not. But
Well, yesterday I didn't go to the froyo place for lunch, but it was Teacher Appreciation Week.
oh,
And the principal bought everyone ice cream. So we had that at a meeting yesterday. So
That's a
that was my lunch
treat.
yesterday. It was a nice treat. Some Trader Joe's ice creams. They actually have some pretty good ice cream. I've never.
Their coffee ice cream is delicious.
Yes, that's what we had. We had a coffee. We had a
ice
mint
cream.
chocolate chip. We had.
If you have a Trader Joe's and you like anything coffee, get coffee ice cream. You will never want another kind.
It was really good. And then they have we got JoJo's cookies and cream. Or I don't know what exactly it is, but their JoJo's is like the Oreo, so it's like an Oreo ice cream. And then there was just plain vanilla bean, which all of it was really good.
Coffee ice cream from Trader Joe's is like.
Yeah, I went up for seconds. I was the only one who went up for seconds.
Don't be ashamed, girl.
No, the principal left the meeting and was like, "Okay, everyone, do your thing and don't be afraid to get more ice cream." So
she wasn't afraid.
So I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna be that fat kid who goes up for more ice cream."
Hey, it's from Trader Joe's. You might as well. Oh my gosh.
I have sorry guys, I have
you can see it in the video too.
Wait. I put the awning to cover us to hopefully block out some of the wind, but I still wanted some light to get in, but I put it in my vest pocket, so when I moved, it just, it did that.
Really unexpected.
Yeah. So it is chilly out here today, so I don't think this episode's going to be super long. So I want to get right into our FOs. Stacy already showed you hers. So she did 2, not just 1, but 2 cowls.
Well, I was working on this one before. I've been working on this for a few weeks.
That was one we mentioned last episode that she didn't have.
So I think you showed it last episode. Anyways, I started one pattern.
Yeah, where it's like knit 1 row and then the next
and then
row
I went backwards and stuff, and then I ended up just getting lazy and doing knit stitch and finishing it.
And it got
So
it's got 3 different sections. I think it looks nice. It's cute. And then this one is just stockinette, and it's got the edges that roll down, so that when you put it on, it's just a nice little like accessory scarf, or
I like it.
When we sewed like the seam, we did a seam in the back so that it does like give it a little more stiffness, so you can get it to stand up longer. But I like it. I think it's cute.
I think it's cute. I'm sending it to my friend.
Yeah, this one.
So hopefully she doesn't watch this video before she gets it or anything like that. So
I brought that padded envelope, but I don't think it's going to be big enough now.
Well, if we fold
now that
it really well,
I don't think maybe. I don't think it's going to fit.
So do you want to talk about the needles or no?
Oh, guys.
I saved the package.
I was so excited when these came in. They're not even mine. So I don't know if any of you actually shop on handsomefibers.com, but if you don't, I highly recommend them. Their shipping is so fast, and it's always so secure. Like, they put like every needle like into like these little packaged envelopes, so like everything is really safe, like when they package it up, so they don't break or anything like that. And if you spend $25, you get free shipping. So you don't even have to spend a lot to get free shipping, which is great. And they always give you a discount code for the next time you shop with them. And they carry Chagoo needles, Knitter's Pride needles, and their crochet hooks and stuff like that. So if you like those needles, go check them out. They don't have higher products, but they do have like tons of Knitted Prides, like most of their lines that I know of, and they do have the Chagoo, the twist and the spin interchangeable needles, as well as their straight like bamboo ones, I think. So check them out.
These are the ones that I got.
Yeah, I bought her the Nova Platina.
And you can totally see that it has the size on the actual needle, which I think is amazing.
Yeah, she was using an old pair of knit picks that I had for her blanket.
Which is this?
Yeah, she started it over again last week. She just had a ball. But while she was working on it last week, the cable fell out of the needle tips, which is a problem I had with knit picks before when they switched over to their new manufacturer with the needles. I thought I had gotten rid of all those cables, but apparently I didn't, and poor Stacy keeps getting the shit end of all the stuff I don't like, apparently, because the cable broke on her just like it had broken on me, which is the reason why I started looking to use different needles. Those are great, huh?
These are amazing.
I haven't tried the
So
Nova
if you
Platina.
haven't tried the Nova Platinas, go ahead and try them.
She was laughing at me when I was saying that she would really see a difference using these compared to like the other needles. And I'm tempted to get her a pair of like just regular boy circular needles so she can really see the difference. But when I switched over from Knit Picks, I went to the Chai Glue, and then I got a couple regular in the Nova. I got like a Nova a Knitter's Pride starter kit, which had the wooden ones, the Nova, and the cubics. And I don't like the cubics. I don't like the way they feel on my hands. So I know some people really like the square needles. I'm not a fan of them. My favorite right now are the Chai Glue, but the Novas, the regular Novas, are high up on that list. They're kind of like fighting right now for favorite. The one thing about the Novas is that their tips aren't super pointy, so they're not the best for like lace work, which is, I do a lot of shawl knit and like lace stuff, so they're not the best for that, but it's really nice to have that duller tip to switch between my pointy like Chai Glues and then, you know, over to the duller tips when my fingertips start cracking, and because I push the top of my needle when I'm knitting, so sometimes I do have a callus built up there, but sometimes the skin splits, so it's nice to be able to switch between a duller needle and a pointy needle. But I saw these in the mail, and I'm gonna have to buy myself some because they were just like, I was like drooling, guys. It was bad.
They're pretty.
Yeah, they are. That package is so pretty. It's like this beautiful blue with like the silver shiny needles in the package. It was just like, it was drool worthy. She was making fun of me, but then she text messaged me like the next day. It was like, these are so much nicer.
They are.
I'm not using any other kind ever.
I mean,
I told her that's why I started her off with the good stuff first. She told me I was creating a monster. It's okay. I got company now. So I'm definitely going to be buying a pair for myself. I bought, I did buy a pair, size 0, like, not the interchangeable ones. I got the fixed, Nova Platinas in size 0, so I can, I just was going through my needles and realized I didn't really have, any size 0s in, like, metal or nickel base or needles, so I bought, a pair of those to use, because my gauge is getting a little looser, so I want to make sure I have those on hand if I have to go down a needle size for like my boyfriend when I knit socks or something like that. So I did buy a 0, and I bought some more Chai Glue 4 tips, size 4. They're 5-inch tips. I like 5-inch tips for interchangeables better than 4. My hands just, I feel like I can hold it better with the 5-inch. So I bought another of those so I can work on my Karma Slowly cardigan, because that's been in hibernation now for a while, and I want to start knitting it so I can knit a vest that I want, but I feel guilty starting another garment while I already have one of the needles. And I was already using my size 4s on a baby sweater, which I'm not really feeling like knitting right now, so I didn't want to.
We only have a few months left to get it done. So.
I know. Well, she's due in September. The other girl's due in July. So I need to knit the monster soon. So I might put the sweater on hold until I knit the monster, and then do the owl.
The monster
and the
will be fun. So you need to
I know. And you know what? The sweater is fun. I'm a little
bored
tired of. Yeah, I'm a little bored of knitting.
All your
baby
friends
sweaters.
are having babies. So.
Yeah. And I'm super happy for them, but you know, it's also
boring to knit the same
yeah, it's a little, I love the baby red ray pattern, and I'm actually gonna alter this one pretty, like, a lot, other than just keep the number count, because I want to spice it up a little. I don't have that motivation right now to do a baby sweater.
Well, you said you were gonna feather and fan the bottom.
Yeah, I wanna
so it'll be fun.
Yeah, so the baby vertebrae is just like a small plain cardigan that only comes to the sides of the baby, so that their front is open, so you can like cuddle with them without them overheating, which is great. But I've been like increasing more up front, and eventually what I want to do is get like a V-neck and then join it, and then do like a sash type section of like seed stitch or garter stitch, and then go into a feather and fan, so it's closed up at that point.
So then it should be fun. You should be motivated to do it.
Yeah, so
it's different. You can
Yeah,
create
and
your
then
own
I wanted
pattern.
like along the neck pickup stitches so that it's like a
Stand-up
ribbed collar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would be cute. I'm just like I don't have the motivation right now to do that. So, and I didn't feel like switching the needles over to my Karma Slowly just to switch them back to that. So I just bought another pair. I use size 4 and 5 a lot, so it doesn't matter how many pairs I have. It's cool.
You don't want to know how many pairs she has. So
You think I'm bad? I'm not that bad. I have Knitter's Pride carbons. I have a set of those. I have a set of Chai Gu red lace interchangeables, and then I don't have a full set of the Novas, but I do have I think sizes 4 to up to size 8.
what
so,
is the brand, the bamboo ones that you gave me?
Those were some knit picks that I had from long ago.
And those are what I gave my niece this week.
Yeah,
and she liked them a lot.
Yeah, she taught her niece how to knit. She's still learning, but she did teach her niece how to knit. And
she made a little square.
Yeah.
And then she wanted me to undo it, so I was bad and let her undo it.
But it was good because it gave you practice too.
So then she did another square, and she's waiting for me to teach her purling this week. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we're gonna be a whole group of family knitters.
Yeah,
now.
pretty much. We should
Yeah.
start charging. I
Yeah.
mean, pretty much.
So yeah, she's really ambitious, guys. You know, she's just learning and now she's teaching. You know, it's cool. It's working out. I mean,
I never knew I could teach anyone anything, but my niece is a very crafty kid.
Yeah.
She's only 11, but she does she likes to make the bracelets. She likes to make GIMP things. She learns things through YouTube, like to do different braids, and she's pretty crafty.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah.
I wasn't surprised she was able to pick it up, but
Yeah.
I didn't know I'd be able to exemplify it that well.
Talking about crafts, I think I have a really great summer opportunity right now to actually teach jewelry making craft class at summer camp with the school that I work with, which I'm super excited about because I thought I was going to have to be stuck in a building all day during the summertime doing
boring things.
You know what I'm doing now, which is fine, but when the weather's nice, you don't want to be inside secluded all the time. And then one of the girls approached me with a co-teaching opportunity to do. So I think I'm going to be doing this jewelry class, teaching this jewelry class, as well as teaching like a book club activity group thing going on in the afternoon. Super excited about it, but I'm also nervous because it's really outside my comfort zone. I don't have a teaching background. I got a degree in psychology. I'm a behavior therapist, so I do work like as a teacher with kids, but follow an ABA format. It's not an actual like classroom teaching method. Like I do all that because I am in the classroom with my students, so I have to alter a lot, and I do work as like an aide in the classroom, but I've never actually like stood in front of a class by myself to teach.
Teaching an autistic child anything is a lot harder than probably teaching a regular child. So you'll be fine teaching them crafts of all things.
We'll see. I'm really excited about it, and I hope that it works out for me. And then the woman in charge actually wants to try to get a knitting into the program. So they don't have a knitting class yet for the program. So I'm wondering if maybe she and I can work together to get that as part of the program, so that next year I can teach knitting all day.
That would be fun.
Upper grade levels.
She might just quit her day job.
Levels.
You might quit your day job.
Well, it's just a summer program, so
she'll go
but that
find
would be
some
really
knitting
fun.
classes.
That would be so fun if I could just do what I love during the summer, because no one wants to work. If you're a teacher, you know what I mean. Like, you don't want to work during the summer. Usually you have to, like, sometimes financially, sometimes you just can't not work the summer.
So fun opportunity. So
nobody wants to work the summer. I mean,
summer school when I grew up, I don't think I ever went, but when my mom would teach it, it's basically like glorified babysitting. Like, nobody really wants to do work. So I don't know how it is these days.
I don't know,
but it'll be fun just teaching crafts.
Yeah, so I'm super excited about that. So that'll
be fun.
Yeah. So like, I'm crossing my fingers it works out, and that I'll be able to do the jewelry making class as well as the book club, because when I last talked to her, she didn't have a teacher for that. So
hopefully nobody else.
So if that's the case, then I think I'll stick doing this particular summer program each year, because the pay is better if you're actually a teacher versus a behavior therapist, which is great. So crossing my fingers that comes through.
It will.
Yeah, I'm really excited. So she's been enjoying her new knit needles. I have gotten back into knitting a shawl, and I'm super excited because I was kind of getting tired of my projects I had going, and I finished my 5-leaf shawl and was just back into the groove of knitting something lacy. So that's what I wanted to do. So I cast on the Aston shawl and by D. O'Keefe, and I had started this project last year with some yarn, and I just wasn't loving it, and I messed up, and I had restarted like 6 million times. I'm still having
For socks.
No, this is my shawl.
No, you tried to make socks with it, right? The pink.
Yeah,
The
but
sorbet color.
the shawl I started with a different color. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So it's basically 2 projects now have become one. Because the original yarn I used, I didn't like the way it was necessarily looking, and it just wasn't working out, and it was definitely, I think, a case of wrong yarn for the wrong project. So I pulled out some gnome makers I had, her bungalow gnome, or her bungalow base, which is BFL and nylon. And this, ooh, that's actually a good representation.
Yeah, I was thinking.
It's a nice sherbety color. I have a picture on my project page that doesn't do the yarn justice, but this is actually really good color representation.
It's like white, yellow,
yeah,
peachy pink.
it's like some sections of white that go into pinks. There's a couple different shades of pinks and peaches and corals and yellows and oranges.
Really cute.
Really pretty, very sherbety and sunsetty.
Very summerish.
Yeah, it's one of her skinny dunkers, so unfortunately I can't get this replicated if I wanted to knit something else with it. However, it's very similar to her flamingo fling colorway. Like, it's got similar colors, so I'm sure if you really love this one, you will like the flamingo fling. So check that out, and that's No Maker's yarn. So I'll show you my shawl so far. I'm using some Novas, and I do enjoy using them, but
She wants the ones
I'm just not used to using such it's not like super dull compared, it's not super dull. It's just that it's not as tapered either as the other ones. So I'm not used to using them for lace work, but it's coming along nicely, so I don't have any complaints. So here's what I have so far. This is basically chat 1 and chat 2. I just have 2 rows left for chat 2.
Looks really nice.
Yeah, I just have 2 rows left for chat 2, and it's 2 rows of knit, and then actually 4 rows because you have the alternate side, which is the purl. Before I start chat 2A, which is just one more repeat of the same pattern I'm doing with just an altered last row, and then that sets you up for the border. So I'm actually probably halfway through it.
It's really nice.
Yeah, so I'm super excited about it.
Like a couple of days to do.
Yeah,
that,
this
so.
actually flew by. I one Sunday it was really nice. I was out knitting on it, and I just flew through it. Now that I do have so many stitches on it, it has been taking me a bit longer to complete the rows, but that's how shawls work. So I'm really enjoying it though, and I'm super excited that I tried it again. This yarn was the one that you were talking about, where I had originally started as a pair of socks. I was using it for a design I had in mind, and I got like probably, I think I was going to do an afterthought heel, so I got pretty far like in like the tube, but I just wasn't loving the pattern, and I wasn't loving the yarn with it, so I had frogged it as well, and I'm really glad I did, because I really love it as this shawl so far, and with spring and summer coming, I think it'd be perfect like to wear in the classroom.
It will.
Yeah, so that's been my main knit, and I'm really enjoying it now, and I haven't had a single issue. Actually, I forgot a couple yarn novas at the end of one of the repeats. So my stitch count was off, but I was able to fix it. But as far as like major stitch count issues, I haven't had any like I was that first time around. So I'm really glad I did it. And then I finished my Kama Sutra socks. They took me ridiculously long to finish. All I had left to do was the toe, and I had to do it twice. I had started it at a knit night with a friend, and I just wasn't paying attention, and I must have, like, when I was knitting the body, like the foot of the sock, I must have had an uneven amount of stitches, like,
So
on the cables.
Yeah.
So that when I started decreasing, my decreases were in the wrong, they weren't in the same spots. Like, I think there was, like, you know, like, a difference of 10 stitches on one needle and 10 less on the other needle or something. So, like, they weren't
Not fixable.
They weren't where they were supposed to be. I hadn't gone, like, really into the toe at that point, so I just backed it out. And then I finished the toe, and I'm like, this doesn't look right. This looks a lot, like, longer than my other toe. And I had forgot that when I was knitting, I'll show you. So when I was knitting the stripes, I wanted to finish the white stripe. So it's longer than most of the, like, the foot of my socks are. I usually stop my toe sooner. So instead of doing every other row a decrease row, I did every row a decrease row. So I did, I did the first 4 rows. I did a decrease, a knit, a decrease, and a knit row. And then I started decreasing every row. So I forgot I did that.
So
and then I was finished with the toe, and I was like, this doesn't look right. Thankfully, I had, like, I looked at it, and I was like, I think I was decreasing every row at some point.
just a couple times, and then you got it perfect.
So, yeah, so then I went on to Ravelry, and I actually put in my notes what I did for the toe. So I just ripped it out when we did it. And it was quick to do after that because you're decreasing every row. So here are my Kama Sutra socks.
Very nice.
So the main color is the stripes. I got the 22 sock, perfect sock OCD skein from Stacy at Mustache Yarns for the Kama Sutra when she was doing the School of the sock ed classes, the School of Stash. And they were supposed to be the afterthought heel, but I didn't make the deadline in time, so I switched to the double gusset. And I'm really glad I did, because I really like the double gusset. I really like how it fits my foot. So that's actually going to be my my heel of choice now.
Your kind of go-to.
Yeah, that's going to be my go-to now. I was doing the Fish Lips Kiss heel as a go-to, but it works great for Elvis's feet, my boyfriend, but it wasn't working for mine. And
that hugs your foot better.
It really hugs my foot better. And I had made Elvis appear with this before I did mine. And he loves them too, so now it's going to be both for him and for I when I knit socks. I'll go with the double gusset. I just have to make my my heel flap like 2 rows shorter, and other than that, they're perfect. So I used contrast in heel, toe, and cuff. I used the Cascade Heritage. I think the color was just a number color. It's in my project's notes, I think. So these really are. Stacy's OCD skeins are really great. You'd love them, I'm telling you.
The name of them.
Like, they pretty much, those stripes match up pretty great.
They really do, actually.
Yeah. That's not very often that they match up so almost perfectly. So they were, like, slightly off, but as far as row count goes, they were, like, on key, which was nice. I'm not too picky about how my stripes line up, but I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it so much when they do match up like that. So those are my finished object. And the double gusset, it's you can look on Ravelry for the basic sock with double gusset heel by Christy Payne. And she has the pattern as well as a separate PDF file that you can save as well. Just that goes into detail more about the heel itself that she did as a write-up for the School of Stash project. So yeah, my FO. You got Stacy's two neck warmers. She's gonna work on this blanket next.
Yeah. Nothing interesting, just my blanket for now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I forgot to bring the yarn and stuff to knit a pig, but you don't have pink yarn that you like right now.
No,
to
I
knit
can't
that
find
pig.
a good pink yarn. My other niece, she's 9. She wants a pig. I don't know why. So we were gonna try it, and then I tried the cotton yarn, and that was not working.
No, I told her she wasn't gonna like it. I had several pinks, but
none of them I really liked.
Her niece is a little picky about pinks, and
yeah, it has to be a hot pink or a perfect pink, And
Yeah, I had like a heathered pink and like lighter pinks. That would work great for Pig.
but I don't
I
think
mean,
my
it's
niece
perfect
would like
pig
it.
color, but
She's a very picky little girl.
Yeah, so we want her to like it. So we gotta find a nice pink to use. That's I have pink, but it's Karen Simply Soft, and she doesn't like that because it's splinty, which is true. I just have a soft spot for it because that's what I learned on. You know,
I don't like splinty yarns. So.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating. You just you get used to working with it. It's not like, as far as acrylic goes, I actually do like Bernat Soft better, but I do have a soft spot for the Corinne Simply Soft. It's just, it's what I learned on. So yeah, I think that about sums it up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. She has some lime green yarn that
I don't have
she's
it with
going to
me.
be teaching her niece on, but
yeah.
other than that, she just
haven't.
has like the yarn she made for a blanket. So that's going to be her main thing. I keep meaning to look through my stash and see if there's anything I'm willing to de-stash.
She's a hoarder, so no, that's not
Well,
gonna
the thing
happen.
is, like, I have, most of my yarn now is indie dyed yarn, which is, like, it's a little pricey, and I don't want to, like, just give it away.
Well, that's true.
No offense.
I can understand that.
You know, your blood and all, but it's my yarn. What
Yarn
can I
is thicker
say?
than blood, is what you say.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. And I had, like, de-stashed a lot of, like, my lower end yarns, like, from, like, that you would just buy at, like, a yarn store or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what I actually have that would
She
be
has
enough.
bags
Would
and
be enough for a
bags and
project for you.
She has a lot, but
I'll look through it and I'll see. I think I have some knit picks with like DK or worsted weight that would be nice for you to use. But the other yarn, like, I do have like large amounts of certain types of yarn that you could have, except they're all blanket quantities. Like, I have blankets
Huge
planned
ones.
for them, so I don't want to like dip into them just yet
I
and break it up.
understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
So
I think
I'll
that's
find
it.
something I'll share.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us, guys. I hope you're having a lovely week. Right now it's a Friday, and I'm super excited. I hope you all have a nice Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all you moms.
Mother's Day to all you, and those of you who will be celebrating with moms. I hope you have a good time. And those of you who don't have moms, just get together with some family. It should be a nice weekend, at least out this way. You just see the cardinal that
There was
went
a
by?
red cardinal.
My
Nice.
yard's great for birds.
It's bird
It's-
heaven.
It is bird heaven.
And cat heaven.
Yeah, my cat loves it. We have a bell on her now, though, so she doesn't go after them as much because she can't catch them anymore, really. Well, she's just getting old.
She is old.
You know, she's a little slower in her old age now, but she still rules the neighborhood. She's a bit feisty still. I don't think
Yeah.
that girl's ever going to lose her feist, but she tries. But she's got the bell now because my stepdad likes the birds. Yeah. So I hope you guys all have a nice weekend. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.